All right, so hello everybody. I decided that I will tell you all my layoff story. It's gonna be in pieces because I only can do only 10 minutes on TikTok, but I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube too. Maybe that way I can do a longer video. I think I'm still trying to work this out, people. So work with me. So I let me tell a backstory. Let me tell the backstory because I kind of I should have known. I'm only telling this because it was a learning lesson. You know what I mean? Um, you learn stuff every day. Um, yeah, it was truly a learning lesson for me to never let your guard down. Never. Um, when they say keep your head on a swivel, yeah, keep your head on a swivel, even in the workplace. I told my son when he's had a lot of issues in school, in grade school so far. Got 2 more years. I know he can't wait to get out because he's had a rough time. But excuse me, y'all. Um, I told him working it ain't nothing but a big high school of adults that got more to lose if they get suspended or expelled. They got more to lose. You just said because you're an adult, but it ain't nothing but a big high school, big clique, favoritism, same thing go on, just in different ways, different politics at workplace. That's all, same way. So, same way you keep your head on a swivel in school, in high school, you keep your head on a swivel at work. And I ain't have my head on a swivel. Well, you know what? I have to start listening to my discernment. My discernment is terrible. But I do always get these feelings in my stomach that they just be like when something ain't right, I get these like feelings in my stomach. Like excuse me, y'all. So I feel like that's God or creator or universe, whatever you want to call it, speaking to me. And I'm hard headed. I'm a Taurus. I am hard headed. Don't listen. Always gotta learn stuff the hard way. As y'all get to know me and I tell my stories, y'all gonna say that damn Rochelle hard headed as hell. Y'all, I'm sorry. I told y'all the other day I got this little cough and a little tickle. I've been on and off sick for the past couple weeks. But so let me tell y'all the backstory. So I'm not gonna tell y'all where I worked at. But so things started going downhill, and I really loved my job. I liked my job, like the people I worked with. I liked what I was doing. I liked I like I don't know. I don't know what direction the company going in right now, but at the time when I started, I liked what it stood for, where it was going, where I thought it was going. Um. So anyway, I had been working there a year. They ended up letting. I noticed things started going a little weird. The uh they let the CEO go. And after that, stuff started getting a little weird. And I knew that. Every time I've worked in a company and they let the CEO go or they switching hands, I'm sorry, just in my opinion, that's when you need to start looking for another job. Just my opinion. Just from what I've been through. You need to start looking for another job. And I've worked a lot of jobs. um yeah, you need to start looking for another. When they start switching CEOs, the big execs, those type of people, sometimes it's time for you to start looking around. And that was my first mistake. I knew that. My gut told me that. But I stayed. Then I started noticing, like, not noticing, they been had that, but it started getting worse. Stuff started getting cut off, bills not getting paid, like vendors ending their contracts with us. And I was like, ooh, yeah. Something it ain't going too well. They can't get the money right. It's just, yeah. But I was doing well there. So I thought I was moving up. I had got a promotion the beginning of last year. Um I this person that worked there I looked up to as a mentor was helping me. I decided at that time, hey, if I want to stay here and move up, maybe I need to go in this direction of HR. Because I knew I could do it. Is that something in my heart that I want to do? No. And God knew that too. He knew that deep down inside. That's not what I really wanted to do. But I wanted to keep my job. I wanted to work here. And I knew that was a way for me to climb up. You know what I mean? So I started learning everything I could about HR, payroll, benefits, everything from this person. And I thought we was, had created a bond where, if something went down, you would give me like a little warning, little heads up. But whatever. So, where was I at? Oh, so y'all, I got ADHD too. I'm gonna talk about that down the road too. So sometimes I get to talking and my brain be having like 50 million things going on inside of it, and I just go that way. Anyway, but let me get back. So, they got a new financial officer. They had a new no, just new chief financial officer. The board ended up somehow, I don't know if the board did it or whatever it may be, whoever, they ended up splitting people up. I was up under this one person, and then all of a sudden that switched. This is after they let the CEO go, and I ended up on the new person's team. That was going to be my new boss. Fine, whatever. Me and this lady, like, she was nice tea. There we go. Let's say that, nice tea. She liked to throw people up under the bus, and I caught on to that early on when she first started. But she was nice tea. Okay, nice in your face. I don't know about so much behind your back. I knew that from the jump with her, so I knew to just do my job. That's it. And so I knew I was gonna be working up under her. My duties started getting a little bit more. I started doing a lot more stuff in HR. I started doing a lot more stuff in accounting. On top of my regular duties, as far as they had made me the business operations manager, so I was doing a lot of other things. My hands was in a lot of different pots, as well as still making sure the office functioned properly. Working with IT, working with a lot of the vendors, working on a lot of special projects with, like, around the company. So anyway, just my job started getting more and more detailed. So, so let's speed back up to December. Now the COO, she started hiring her old coworkers. Anytime you working somewhere, people start hiring they old coworkers, bringing in they staff from another previous job. Time to go. I knew that, and I know that because I worked another previous job at a doctor's office, and when they start hiring their friends and their family, it's time for your ass to go. Because they're setting up a whole new staff, and your ass about to get the boot. Now that job I left before, and I remember I stayed in touch with one of my other coworkers, and yeah, she sure enough, she was like, yeah, her and two other girls, yeah, ended up yeah, it was getting rough in there. They had to go because at the end of the day, you don't trump their friend or their family, so you already know how this gonna go. So anyway, my dumb ass still kept going, and I was like, and I saw it too. I was like, you hired your old office manager? Yeah. Okay. What the fuck is she gonna be doing? The same shit I'm doing? The fuck? So, I knew that. My gut told me that, but dumbass stayed anyway. Because I just didn't feel like looking for another job. Y'all know looking for another job, that's a job in itself, okay? Going on interviews, that's a whole nother job in itself. So, January comes around. My person that I looked at as a mentor, he got tired of all the switching and the changing, and he didn't like the new CFO, whatever. Anyway, he decided to leave. When he left, that put a lot of stuff on me to do more in HR. I started doing the payroll. So that was I actually liked it. It was rough. It was tedious, but I liked it. Now, do I want to do that for the rest of my life? No. But I just knew I could do it. I can do anything. You tell me to do it. You show me how to do it. Steps. I could be a brain surgeon, but that's not in my heart. God knows my heart, and he knows how to shift directions, and that's what he did in this situation. He was like, you are not getting it. You see the signs. Move. Do what you need to do to make your way your exit. But I'm hard-headed. So anyway, I stayed, and then after he left, and then a couple weeks later, he decided to come back. And that's when I really got a knot in my stomach. It wasn't even a whole month he was gone. He decided to come back. Like, he left the end of January. He was back by the end of February or early March. The end of February. Yeah. Or early March, maybe. So anyway, I got a knot in my stomach. I was like, he coming back. Like, I wanted him to come back, yes. But at the same time, I'm like, y'all already got an office manager already in here. Y'all, now he coming back. I'm already seeing I ain't fitting in nowhere with this, even though I'm like, I do so much other stuff. But I was like, I got a knot in my stomach. Then, I forgot. Back up. She had more of her other friends, right? And I was like, and mind you, I'm doing the payroll, so I can see these people offer letters. I can see everybody else pay. Keep in mind, I make the least in the office. You know, the admin, administrative, office manager, all that. I don't know why we get overlooked. You keep the office running. You keep everybody together. You see stuff before it happened, but you get paid the least. But I saw that she had this other chick making more than me. These other people coming in making six figures with bonuses, sign-on bonuses. They hiring contractors full-time, paying them 90 grand, and having me put they pay in and just like, I'll just give them 90. I'm like, so I got all these new duties. Can I get a wage increase? Or can y'all review my wages? Like, I'm doing all this stuff. Can I get something? Because I make the least in this office. Like, damn. So, they had talked about changing my title. And along with that comes a pay increase. We actually had a meeting about that 2 weeks before I was laid off. So, I'm like, I never seen nothing happen. I'm seeing y'all still hiring more people. One boy they hired put up under somebody, and his manager sitting here like, I don't even know what to do with him. I don't know what to do with him. Why they hiring him? I don't know. So I'm like, y'all mofos got money somewhere, even though lights getting cut off, cable getting cut off, everything in the building getting cut off. Contract is dropping us left and right, but y'all hiring people and paying them a lot. But keep in mind, the people that they hiring is people friends. So keep in mind, it's all about who you know. So now I sent a letter because I'm like, you know what? Let me get something in writing. Let me be professional. Let me create a paper trail because yeah, we had this meeting. It was verbal, but let me get something in writing. So I asked my then manager, supervisor, whatever you want to call it, can we, I wrote a nice detailed email about my previous duties, all my added new duties, what I do, what I bring to the company, and say, hey, can we look at, can we do a wage review or, something of that nature. As we all discussed in this meeting we had 2 weeks ago. That was on a Monday. Nobody responded to me, y'all. Nobody. I didn't get a word. I didn't get, like on Outlook, they put like you got like a little check that acknowledge that you at least saw my email, something. Nothing. So that Friday I came into work. I'm opening up the mail because that was part of my job too. Nobody comes to work on Friday. Rarely, very rare.